Now, yesterday, the chair of the South Western Drugs and Alcohol Task Force, that is a substance abuse forum, welcomed those in attendance to introduce the Drive National Steering Group. I'm joined now by the chair, that's Aubrey McCarthy. You are very welcome this morning, Aubrey. And to begin, what is this Drive Steering Group? What does it stand for first?
Good morning, Ciara. I was just listening to your programme and I was getting all excited because you were looking for love after 50. And I've just turned 51. So Quiva was asking me all sorts of questions.
Okay, so maybe we could, you know what, are you allowing us maybe to set you up with somebody, Aubrey?
Well, come here. You send the CVs and we'll have a look.
Okay, because, you know, in saying that, today is Singles Day. It is, and it aims to counter Valentine's Day. It originates from China. It was established to celebrate people who aren't in relationships, and it falls every year on the 11th of November as the number one represents a bear stick. That's the Chinese internet slang for an unmarried man who does not add branches to the family tree.
Wow. Well, do you know, that's a crisis for me, because recently the Ukrainian guests that we have did a cake for me for my birthday, and all the kids presented me with this cake, and it was, you know, the guy grew out of Despicable Me, so that's what I look like. So I don't know how successful.
That is so funny. Do you know what? I have to say I see that similarity. I do see that similarity, Aubrey. Listen, if there's anybody out there listening and might want a little love in their life, Aubrey is available.
Absolutely.
Right, well, listen, we'll see what we get in on that one. But, of course, a very important topic here.
Very important topic.
The Drive Steering Group. So first, it does stand for something, Drive.
So Drive stands for Drug-Related Intimidation and Violence Engagement. And when I set up Tiglin with Phil Thompson from Newbridge in 2008, over the years we have found a lot of family members, mainly mothers, would come to us and say they've been hounded by dealers, by criminals, for people looking for them to settle debts from their kids who have perhaps bought cannabis or cocaine or something and run up debts, and it has become a big problem. So this has been something that has been a bugbear for years. But what we find is drug-related intimidation and violence. It's a serious problem, but it affects individuals, families, and also the larger communities, not only throughout the country, but hugely in our own area. So what we found, it's not acceptable that mothers, fathers should have to be blighted by this violence and intimidation. So this new initiative called Drive is going to try and deal with that criminal intent and violence and have a model, a database model that is actually proven to overcome. So if you can imagine, some of your listeners this morning, I can bet you there's mothers, there's fathers, there's people who are listening that have been threatened. So Frank Feehan, who's the Minister for Drugs, he set about independent research to examine the drug-related intimidation, DRI. And then what we've done is we've put a system together with resources, family support, the Garda Síochána, and the whole objective is to engage with all of those stakeholders from the community and then develop a model of intervention. So that's what I was launching yesterday in the Cadian Hotel to a full house, with the idea being to tackle the criminality, the antisocial behaviour associated with that, whatever criminal violence that is imposed.
Aubrey, you did mention there one moment ago, you said it's affecting this area hugely, was the word you used. Why use that word?
I will say, from my own, even personal experience, we operate nationwide, but a lot of our people that we would deal with would be from this area, from the Kildare area, and the guards know that there is intimidation, and it can be small, but it's the same people that are doing it. So this Drive model is going to impact that. It's going to hopefully provide healthier and safer communities, but it's going to reduce the incidence of drug-related intimidation. And that's the whole point. And that in itself will reduce harm caused by DRI in families, etc., hopefully in our area.
And Aubrey, is there any reasoning behind that this area is being affected?
Well, I think we're close to Dublin. We're literally we're stone's throw from Dublin. So we're very much connected with an urban scenario. We're not rural. Rural, it would be more obvious, but in this area, you can see we're very much connected to the city.
And Aubrey, if people want to get in touch, they want more information on Drive and obviously how they can use it to help their own lives, how do they go about doing so?
Well, on drugs.ie, you'll read about Drive, and you'll see it's a toolkit for all of our communities. And what I loved the other day was I was talking to family support, I was talking to the various housing agencies, and they're looking to enhance their capacity to address drug-related intimidation. And that's all going to be done through Drive, and you'll see it on the drugs.ie website.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. That is the chair of the South Western Drugs and Alcohol Task Force, Aubrey McCarthy, on Drive. Of course, more information, as Aubrey just said, on drugs.ie. And also, looking for love, the Singles Day, Aubrey, and hopefully we can help you out there and we'll see what we can do. Thank you for